I have seen gods. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens from the sky. I have never seen anything like this. Much more are you hiding?
When Black Panther arrived in 2018, it marked a cultural moment that went far beyond the typical excitement of a superhero movie release. Directed by Ryan Coogler, this Marvel Studios film brought the world of Wakanda to life with an energy, pride, and authenticity that resonated across the globe. The film wasn't just another chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was a cinematic event that celebrated African culture, heritage, and identity in a way no blockbuster had done before. Audiences were introduced to the technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda, a hidden utopia powered by vibranium, a rare and powerful metal that became the backbone of its progress. The film's release was met with unprecedented enthusiasm, breaking records and earning widespread critical acclaim for its storytelling, performances, and its deep emotional resonance. At the heart of the film was T'Challa, the newly crowned king of Wakanda, portrayed by the late Chadwick Boseman in a performance that would come to define his career and leave an unforgettable mark on cinema. Boseman brought to life a hero who was regal yet human, powerful yet introspective. His portrayal balanced strength and vulnerability, showing T'Challa's struggle between his duty as a ruler and his compassion as a man. Following the death of his father, King T'Chaka, T'Challa faced the immense challenge of stepping into the role of both monarch and protector. But what set this film apart was not just his journey as a hero, it was how that journey reflected universal themes of legacy, justice, and identity. The story took audiences on an emotional journey through Wakanda, a place that felt as real as any nation on Earth. The filmmakers crafted a world that fused ancient traditions with futuristic technology, giving it a distinct visual and cultural flavor. The production design by Hannah Beachler, costumes by Ruth E. Carter, and music by Ludwig G. Ranson all combined to create a cinematic tapestry rich in African inspiration. Every color, rhythm, and detail in Wakanda reflected the pride of a culture rarely given this level of spotlight in mainstream Hollywood. The Dora Milaje, the all-female royal guard led by Okoye, embodied loyalty and strength, while characters like Nakia, Shuri, and M'Baku expanded the world with depth and personality. Michael B. Jordan's portrayal of Eric Killmonger became one of the most complex and compelling villains ever seen in the Marvel Universe. His motivations weren't born of pure evil, but rather from pain, loss, and a deep sense of injustice. As a character raised outside Wakanda, Killmonger represented the anger of those who felt abandoned by their heritage and forgotten by history. His challenge to T'Challa wasn't just physical, it was ideological. He forced the king to question Wakanda's isolationism and to face the moral consequences of turning away from a world in need. Killmonger's final moments, marked by his powerful last words, echoed far beyond the screen and became symbolic of the film's deeper message about freedom, identity, and belonging. The supporting cast brought incredible depth to the story. Lupita Nyong'o, as Nakia, portrayed a spy and humanitarian who believed Wakanda had a moral duty to share its resources with the world. Danai Gurira's Okoye brought fierce loyalty and discipline, embodying the strength of a warrior who balanced tradition with honor. Letitia Wright's Shuri became an instant fan favorite, her intelligence, humor, and innovation making her one of the MCU's most memorable tech geniuses. Angela Bassett gave regal gravitas to Queen Ramonda, guiding her son with wisdom and grace through the turbulent events that unfolded. Together, this ensemble created a world filled with layered relationships, each character contributing to the larger narrative of leadership, unity, and identity. Visually, Black Panther was a feast for the senses. The film's cinematography by Rachel Morrison presented Wakanda in vivid detail, capturing breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cityscapes, and the intricate beauty of its tribal influences. The costume designs celebrated African aesthetics, blending traditional attire with futuristic elements that made Wakanda feel simultaneously ancient and ahead of its time. The soundtrack combined modern hip-hop beats with African rhythms, and songs curated by Kendrick Lamar gave the film a contemporary pulse that connected deeply with audiences worldwide. The anthem, All the Stars, became synonymous with the movie's empowering spirit. The action sequences were both thrilling and meaningful, from the ritual combat scenes at Warrior Falls to the high-speed chase through Busan. Every fight carried emotional weight, symbolizing personal and political conflicts rather than just spectacle. T'Challa's battles were not just about physical dominance, but about proving himself worthy as a leader and protector. The climactic showdown between T'Challa and Killmonger wasn't just a fight for a throne, it was a struggle for the soul of Wakanda and what it should stand for. By the end, the true victory lay in T'Challa's decision to open Wakanda to the world, embracing a future where knowledge and compassion could lead to progress for all. The film's success was monumental. Black Panther shattered box office expectations, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of all time and the first superhero movie to receive a nomination for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. It earned multiple Oscars, including Best Costume Design, Best Production Design, and Best Original Score. These achievements weren't just wins for the filmmakers, they were milestones for representation, showing that a movie centered on Black heroes and African culture could resonate universally. It became a movement, inspiring pride, unity, and conversations about diversity in Hollywood and beyond. Beyond its awards and accolades, Black Panther carried emotional significance that transcended entertainment. For many, it was the first time seeing a superhero who looked like them leading a story on this scale. The film celebrated Black excellence and heritage without compromise, presenting it as something powerful and aspirational. The Wakandan salute, Wakanda Forever, became more than a line from a movie. It became a global symbol of pride, resilience, and cultural identity. The impact of that simple gesture echoed through classrooms, communities, and red carpets, uniting fans in a shared sense of empowerment. The passing of Chadwick Boseman in 2020 gave the film an even deeper layer of meaning. His performance as T'Challa now stands as a lasting tribute to his legacy, representing strength, dignity, and grace. Fans around the world continue to honor his memory through the spirit of Wakanda and the values he embodied on and off screen. His portrayal redefined what it meant to be a hero, not because of superpowers, but because of integrity, compassion, and the courage to lead with heart. As time passes, Black Panther continues to be remembered not just as a superhero movie, but as a defining moment in film history. It showed that storytelling could be both entertaining and transformative, combining spectacle with soul. The film opened doors for more diverse stories in Hollywood, proving that authenticity and representation could be celebrated on a global stage. Its influence can be felt across cinema, music, fashion, and social dialogue, forever changing how superhero films are viewed and what they can achieve. Even years after its release, the legacy of Black Panther remains powerful. It is celebrated as a symbol of unity and a reminder that culture, history, and identity are forces of strength, not division. Wakanda's message that true power lies in compassion and wisdom continues to inspire audiences around the world. The film's combination of artistry, emotion, and cultural resonance ensures that it will always hold a special place in cinematic history. Black Panther wasn't just a film. It was a phenomenon that proved the power of representation and the universal appeal of stories rooted in truth and pride. The journey of Black Panther stands as one of the most significant achievements in modern filmmaking. It broke boundaries, elevated voices, and inspired millions. The story of T'Challa and Wakanda will continue to echo for generations, a reminder that heroes come from every corner of the world, and that sometimes the most powerful kingdoms are the ones built not from wealth or weapons, but from unity, heritage, and heart.